Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. You are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything. Won't let you touch me, won't let you go to my head. Cause I know I'm dealing with the devil. But I'm standing with my heart in your hand, and I'm too deep into in this gamble. Pull me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. Only a shot away from me to be my everything. Cause you are only a shot away from me to be my everything.
Hello.
Hello, my picture just froze.
Nice picture.
Oh
I
my
understand.
gosh, my picture just froze. What is going on? Hi, Nauticals.
Hello, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
I should turn on the comments here.
What is going
Oh, here she comes back.
Hey, oh, we're already a ship show, you guys. Already a ship show. I love that. Why not? Hello.
Hi.
Oh, I think that we're actually, I see us. So I
Yes,
think
you're
we're
using
back.
the camera. You're using the camera on the laptop, so you're not
Oh, phooey. All right, let
using.
me
You can see
go back
you
to
see
the
the
right
outline. That's
camera.
okay. Why don't you just
I
slide?
mean,
Well, there you go.
hello.
There you're back. Now we're
Let me
back.
see.
So I was just sitting in the back room there and trying to chat with everybody.
Oh my heavens, everybody. I'm so
Hello, everybody.
sorry for the technical difficulties. We've really had some issues. We've gotten a new webcam and everything, and it is just terrible. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Oh, this is not on purpose. I promise we're not throwing down drama just to throw down drama.
Your
It does
volume's
make
a
it
little loud.
exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah, your volume is a little loud for some reason. I don't know why, but
It's because I'm shouting. I'm so excited.
yeah, you
Hi,
don't.
everybody. Hello, Nauticals. I am so sorry. Can you guys hear Anthony?
I think so. Hey, Marissa, First Sergeant Richard, and Bill Leach.
Well, Anthony, you want to say where you are at? I don't think we talked about this last live stream.
No, so I'm actually down in Lakeland, Florida right now, and we've got some work that's going on down here, and I'm down here just in a hotel room. I was actually doing some documentation. Destination Fun loves your earrings. Thank you, Destination.
Thank you, Sherry and Danny. I assume that's Sherry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a little softer. Okay.
You are a little bit softer,
I
but
can.
it's hard for you to keep up to
Yeah,
my volume.
Yeah, your volume is quite loud to me.
Well, you are soft, so I don't know how
I don't know either.
we can make that louder. But yes, Destination Fun says you're in our backyard. Yes,
Yes.
right in Tampa.
Yes.
Larry Thomas, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to go here. Let's keep cruising.
Or in Florida. Oh, yeah. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Yeah, doing well. Thank you, Larry Thomas.
Thank you, Larry and Elaine. So good to see your sunset. I always like seeing Larry's pictures on his when it's cruise day or when he's cruising. Cruise day is always the hat, and then when he's cruising, then he has the picture of the coffee cup on the balcony, and I just love that. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Whoo, I am remote from my girl, says Anthony. Oh my gosh. All right. Was that a while ago?
Yes.
Was that you?
I was trying to chat with everybody.
That's awesome. Turn your volume down.
Woo!
Can I turn my volume down? Does this help everybody? Does that help?
A little bit. I think you're fine. I think you're fine.
Hey. I think that just turning my volume down on my computer helped. I think it maybe
that helped.
I don't know.
Traveling with special abilities. Hi, everyone.
Hey, thank you so much for being here.
Easy Cat Traveler.
We have 69 people in the chat. I was born in the years of 1969. It is a good number. I can barely hear you, Anthony, so I'm going to turn my volume back up. Sorry, you guys, with all the technical issues.
Everybody, I think I'm good, but
Oh my gosh, Billy J says still the same volume, Nancy, loud. Well, turn your volume down, Billy J. Anthony, you need to probably talk up then.
Yeah, I need to. Well, according to this, I'm at full volume with that, so I'm not quite sure.
Speak louder.
Yeah, I don't.
You need to channel your inner Nancy. Is what you need to do.
Is this any better now? Am I any better yet, or no?
It's getting there. Yeah.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah. All right. It was a very good year, says Carla McClendon. Yes. The summer of
they say they can hear me well.
Or the spring of 69 was a good time.
It's the summer of 69, baby.
You guys, the spring was when I came along, and I mean, life was instantly better. No. Oh my gosh, you guys,
Okay.
there are signs of spring here, so I am
Yes.
super excited with that. I'm just
Well, we
going to
woke up
turn.
to 45 degrees here this morning in Florida, and
That's what we had today. We had
that's your
50
high.
degrees.
That was your
So
high. For us, that was in the morning. It was 65, I
I
think,
don't
in the
want to
high.
hear about your highs.
I'm not
Anyway,
sure.
we are, I know I'm doing a terrible job of meeting and greeting everybody and giving all the shout outs. Shout out to our mod squad. I can definitely do that. So Derek and Gregory, D&G Explorers, and of
Thank
course,
you.
Anthony, the moderator, and Blaine is on the road. So he is moderating from the
Wow.
road and being safe. So thank you so much for being here, mod squad. Thank you everybody for being here. I know that Derek and Gregory are smack in the middle of getting settled into their new place. It's very exciting. So, and Carla said that we are just a couple of weeks apart on birthdays. Very exciting. Very exciting. So, don't say that spring's going to be delayed. No, spring is coming already. All the birds are coming back to Wisconsin. All the cranes are coming back. The geese are coming back, and you can hear the birds. I am in full denial that we haven't gone to full spring. Of course, we have about 5 springs before it suddenly goes from winter smack into, it can go from snowing to like 90 degrees in one day. It feels like that sometimes, doesn't it?
Yes, sometimes it does.
Maybe. But what we need to talk about is the topic of the night is food, right, Anthony?
I guess so. I that was kind of, we talked about that just a little bit before the show started. So, but it's good. We can talk about food.
Well, it's food. Tonight's topic was food on the Symphony of the Seas,
Okay.
specifically.
Oh, that's good.
Or
Yeah, we can
yeah,
talk about
and
food on it. So, where do you
um,
want to start? Do you want to start with the cafe, or do you want
I
to
was
start with?
thinking we might go with our dinner
Do you
foods,
want to go
kind
with
of.
venues first, or do you want to
Let's
just
go
talk
with
about
our
food?
dinners,
Okay.
or like venues. Yeah. What do you think? So,
Sure.
I was very impressed by MDR. Yeah, on Royal. I thought that they really had stepped it up. I don't know. It was better than the last time that we were on Royal. What do you think, honey?
Yeah, I do too. I think when the last time that we were on Royal, they were just coming back from the Devo Sea.
The
So
restart. Yeah.
yeah, so it was just a restart, and I know that they were having trouble getting their chefs back onto the ship because a
And
lot of
chefs
them,
make such a big
a
difference. It
huge
seems like
difference. Yes.
having the right head chef it really
Well,
improves the
even the sous
quality.
chefs, because they and the the primary chefs, the executive chefs and stuff, they all make a difference on in it because having a good chef coordinates the chefs in general, the whole cook staff and the whole kitchen. Um,
What do
and
you guys
you know,
think? What do you guys in the chat think about MDR on Royal specifically, if
versus
you've been on
Windjammer
it, versus
or
other
just
cruise lines?
MDR against other cruise lines. Okay.
Let's just compare. We've been on only 3 different cruise lines, so only. Well, unless you count the little ferry that we took across Lake Michigan, the Badger line.
Right.
But yeah, oh my gosh, look at maybe Nancy's trouble means good luck with good
Crazy
luck.
cat
I
trouble.
think John is cursing me and giving me all his troubles, and suddenly he's doing great on his live streams. Beauty and the Balm, we love you. Looks like they're getting ready for Bromania, so that's very exciting too. But I segued there. I didn't mean to. I zigged and zagged. I think
Yes.
Anthony's still trying to say hello to people in the chat with typing, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Danny D,
So
spectacular supporter.
yeah.
Oh,
So Kathy
Kathy's there.
L. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You go.
Well, I can't select people, so
Oh,
but
I'll select her.
Yeah, Kathy L says that I like MDR and the Royal, but I've only done Royal. So, I mean, that is one thing. If you haven't done MDR in the other ships, then
It's hard to compare. I always feel like when you go from ship to ship, you're always sort of comparing. We did that with our Carnival cruise from the first to
yeah,
the second time we were on Carnival. We really loved the spring rolls, and the second time we had them, we were like, huh,
it's not the same.
they weren't as good. But then
Yeah,
other things were really good.
yeah. And this
So
is what I'm saying. Some of the other chefs make a difference because each of them have their different stations for different things.
definitely,
Right? You have your
definitely.
desserts, your appetizers, your mains, and even in the mains, they segregate it out so they can get out the volume of dishes that they need to do. And it's those main chefs that really kind of control that quality coming out of the kitchen.
Well, I'll
So
tell you what, on Symphony, we were very impressed every time we ate in
sure.
the MDR. And the whole group on the whole was good. Greetings to you, Ken Sessa. Thank you so much for being here and for your nice words. But yeah, I think that the whole group felt like the Symphony of the Seas MDR was a great place to have supper,
Mhm.
and that's sometimes what people call dinner. But to eat in the evening meal, which is kind of the more um, traditionally larger meal for Americans, anyhow.
Yeah.
Not
So
so in other countries,
I
but
think like the MDR for let's take like the brunch that the sea day brunch, right? I like Carnival's sea day brunch a whole lot better. I think they
I
have
think
better selections.
I think they have more selections. Yes, I
Yes,
agree
they
with you.
definitely have more selections, different varieties of things. I think I
Yeah,
think
see, they
tuna,
brunch on Royal just seem like things that you could just get in the buffet. So,
right.
other than a sitting and being served, there weren't that many. There was not that much variety on Royal. And Royal's MDR has changed up their menu over the years. So the last time that I had cruised it, and the times before I had cruised with Naomi on Royal, they always had like daily standard offerings they offered every single day, and I didn't see that as much on this ship, on this sailing. They definitely have cut back on their selections. What did you
I
find
think
that?
both Carnival and Tuna of the
Yeah.
Sea have done that. So both of them are. I think that overall the industry is still working on that. I mean, you do have to recognize that worldwide there is a food shortage.
Yeah.
So the selection of quality food items is reduced out there, and
Yeah.
so it is more difficult to get some of the better cuts of meat.
And
The
inflation is
Yeah,
terrible.
well, and cost is a separate factor to that. But the inflation is coming because there's shortages, right? So it is
Yeah.
more difficult worldwide. Food supplies are down, and there's reasons for that, but we won't get into those. But I do think it is. I think it's difficult in general for the cruise ships right now to kind of do that recovery because on one hand they do need to cut costs, but on the other hand there's less selection for them to deal with. So I think that they're doing a phenomenal job with the way that things are today. I did like the MDR for some things. I did feel like the MDR on Tuna of the Sea has become more like Carnival in a lot
Okay,
of
you gotta put that tuna of the sea out there, don't you?
of course.
Can you tell people what you mean by tuna of the sea?
Well, all of the royal ships are called something of the sea. So it to me is kind of like Carnival.
Every live stream, he has to say this.
Well, but it's kind of what it is. I mean, it's a it's this of the sea thing. It's like, oh, why do you have to put that on a ship, right?
It's
So I'm making
it's their
fun.
niche thing.
It is, but if it's their nichey thing, then I'm going to help them with their
Oh
nichey
boy.
thing.
Okay, well, Crazy Cat Traveler says she wasn't impressed with NCL's MDR, but like Anthony said, it was right at the restart. By the way, speaking of NCL and that series, da,
Well,
da, da,
yeah.
I
So
did get a
NCL was
video
very different for
out.
me.
I just released a video yesterday on that. I'm starting to get that way back in 2021, yes. But I'm getting caught up with my videos, and I'm into that series. The Ship Show, Sharon at Sea, Group Cruise, Breakaway to Bermuda. And so I'm showing the way it used to be like 2 years ago, and how things have changed. And so a lot of people, I definitely prefaced it saying this was years ago, when with the restart of cruising. So that's why we had to go through all the testing that we went through. Some people just don't get it.
Thank you,
I
Anthony,
still had
for putting
questions.
it out there. So Anthony put it out in the chat. Yeah, and the NCL, thinking back to NCL, I didn't like the NCL main dining room. I just didn't. There wasn't much about it that really, each one of the dining rooms has something different. That's kind of cool, but you don't know what the different is. So you're not really sure what you're getting into.
I like the backmost NCL dining room. I did like that atmosphere much better. The food was okay in the MDR. I had nothing to. I feel like NCL was better than Carnival, in my opinion. What was that?
Yeah, I didn't think it was the same quality as Carnival even at that point.
Really?
But,
okay.
Yeah.
Even the last time, because we did NCL a year ago on the Breakaway, the same ship. I did see a big difference in their offerings in the Oceans, for sure. In a worse way, less offerings. So cutting back. So Mercy has a comment that we love the MDR on Royal, but it's true the chefs make a difference. We had the same menu on other ships, and Icon was much better. So nice.
Yeah, you can have the same menu and different chefs on there, and that's what makes a big difference. And after Devo C, or the coop,
you can say COVID.
You used to get stricken for that one, but if after that particular event, a lot of the chefs I know my friends in the Philippines have said that the number of fancy restaurants in the Philippines increased because there's a lot of the chefs that do come from the Philippines. And I think a lot of them started up their own gigs and just have not come back. So they are kind of training in. I think most of
you think
most of the cruise lines are training in newer chefs, younger chefs.
Okay.
That are still learning.
Well, Sugar has a good point here. She said you figure 6 to 9 months, every 6 to 9 months, ship gets a new chef. So it could be good to better. You never know. So
you're right. Yeah, Sugar, you're right about that.
But there should be some standards as well.
But they also rotate within the ship itself. So they will rotate from station to station to station to gain more experience across different areas. And so even like just 2-3 months later, the ship can actually have a very different taste to them. But that's up to the head chef to try and level that out.
Well, Sherry and Danny in Destination Fun, they said we like MDR on Royal. So
yeah, I like it too, but I didn't see any difference from Carnival. That's all I'm saying. So it's not like, to me right now,
for MDR and on Royal, you didn't see a difference on Royal
because we had done Carnival just a month or two before that.
Yeah,
and
just
I didn't really see any quality difference.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, in the MDR, I did.
Okay.
But then I was very happy with the MDR and Magic. We didn't go to the MDR as much on Magic. We had just been on Carnival Magic like a month and a half before that. Right. So I did. I think that Royals had stepped it up a bit. I'll be interested in future cruising and seeing how this all pans out. But yeah, Cheryl One Deck Down has a really good point. I have never been to an MDR that wasn't good. And the thing that we say is that when we find a selection that doesn't suit us, we are always, you know what, we are always full on cruise ships. So it's obviously we're eating, and we're eating. It's not like we
We're
can't
eating to
eat.
excess.
And I
Yeah.
mean, we do.
It's
Sometimes
always good food, but I'm just not seeing like one is higher than the other. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying. I'm not saying.
Well,
I'm not
and
saying
what
they're
I'm
down
saying
here.
is that
Right.
we can usually just, if we find something that doesn't suit us, you can always order a different something. It is a little wasteful, and I wish the portions would be smaller. I personally want smaller portion sizes. I know that's not going to be popular, but I want smaller portion sizes so I can taste more, because I like different tastes. But
They've
traveling with
restricted
special
down.
abilities.
Yeah,
said
they've restricted down the quantities of dishes that you can get. So you can't just get like 5 different mains. You're not allowed to do that anymore. That used to be a thing. And so I don't know about smaller quantities per se, but
I would like I would like them to be able to give you a appetizer size for an entree, and sometimes Royal was doing that. They offered you that, so that was nice. For you could do like a little side of a different entree.
yeah.
They give you that selection. Traveling with Special Abilities said, "I love MDR Disney cruises. I don't care for Carnival." They said so.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
and I think, and we're going to get into Tony G. We're going to get into specialty dining in a bit, but
honey, you're almost out of time.
well, oh, I can stay a little longer.
All right. Anthony was only going to stay for a half hour. He is on his work, craziness. And so you got to say when you want to,
Yeah.
when you're tired.
Yeah. So
Hannah was going to join me for this too when you tag out, just so you
Hannah?
know.
That's
Yeah.
fine. If Hannah's ready to come in, I can tag out. So
Well, why don't you real quick give your I want to call out Laura's comment here. So Laura's opinion is worst MDR is MSC. And if you guys don't know what MDR means, main dining room, is that we have, cruisers have their own language, and a lot of people don't always understand all these acronyms. It's like everything. But okay, Laura says Royal and Carnival are good. Princess and Celebrity are great. So I'm looking forward to eventually getting there. So that's really fun to see.
On Tuna of the Sea, I did like the fish. That was really a good meal that we had. The hooked, right?
See, and I was not super. I think
we
that
had somebody that gets sick there, but they think it was just a shellfish.
I'm not sure. Hooked was kind of like, it was okay, but you definitely had your oysters. Holy moly! I thought the was okay. I mean, it was okay. What people really raved about at Hooked was their fillet. Their steak was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So we went to 3 main dining rooms. We had the 3 dining package. The pain of the 3 dining package is that you can't make your reservations until you are on board. And so coordinating that all on embarkation day right away, that was a hassle, was it not?
Yeah, it was a bit. I think that's the biggest part of the hassle with Tuna of the Sea is how they've coordinated that on their specialties.
Yeah. That was tough.
And the fact that they want you to buy them all up front or nothing. And that's, so you have to have it all planned out. You have to, very first day of getting in there, you have to schedule that. I mean, at least put that out on the app.
Well, you have to take time in your cruise to deal with all that hassle. And that took like 40 minutes for us to get done with. And just, I mean, not complaining, but it's a kind of a hassle. So we went to Hooked. We went to the steakhouse. Do you remember the name of that?
That it wasn't Jamie's. It was the Chops,
Hooked, and Jamie's Italian. Jamie's Italian, quite honestly, was meh. Most of us felt like it was okay. Lots of food offered.
We also did the sports bar. That was a good specialty venue.
Well, we didn't all do it.
You didn't do it because you weren't feeling good that night.
I had
They
food
had some good
poisoning.
food there. So I did like that. The sports bar was really quite good. I heard the hot dogs were good. I didn't get a chance to try that. From
They
the hot
looked
dog stand.
good. The hot
Yeah.
dogs on board looked really good.
Yeah.
But I also don't go on a cruise in order to get hot dogs. So
I also like the pizza.
Chaps was my favorite.
I like the pizza better on Carnival.
Carnival pizza, 100%.
Yeah. Although they did have a meat lovers on Symphony that was really nice. That was actually
I don't like the crust on Symphony as much, but
pretty good.
on Royal.
So,
but I felt like Ovation's pizza was better than Symphony's pizza, so that also varies.
And the cafes were kind of a hit or miss. You have to get the cookies when they're out, the ones that you like, and get them in quantity because they don't always have the same cookies every night.
But that was also a thing that we did was grab a couple cookies to go, and then we could have them in our cabin for snacking on, and that was kind of fun. Kevin said the last Royal we were on, we did My Time Dining and skipped it and did the buffet. Carnival,
so we were
very impressed on Celebration. So fun.
Well, we did go up to Windjammer for a couple of meals, and actually those were pretty good. Royals. So Windjammer is Royals buffet. I do feel like Royal has better selections and maybe quality in their buffet. I feel like Carnival's buffet, their dinner buffet used to be wonderful. And they've shortened the time span up of when you can get the buffet.
Yeah,
the buffet is not always open.
I really love NCL buffet. Especially their evening buffet. I think that of all the lines, NCL's buffet are phenomenal. They have the best selection and quality, in my opinion. But Royals had a lot of selection as well. Carnivals has.
And then the salsa bar. The salsa bar was really good. The taco place.
Oh, the taco. Yes.
That was really good.
On Royal, on Symphony. That was excellent. That was a very, you could get the quesadillas and you can make your own taco salads, basically. And
they had a great chicken quesadilla.
And I love that they were open until 5 o'clock on the sea days. So that El Loco Fresh, I think, is the name of that.
Yeah, Local Fresh. That's right.
That was really, really good. Almost like an equivalent of like Blue Iguana.
But I think better.
Yeah.
I actually think it's better than Blue Iguana.
But on Carnival, you have Blue Iguana and Guy's Burger. So you can't, they don't.
Yeah, but you have Johnny Rockets there too.
Yeah, but you have to pay for Johnny Rockets.
But Johnny Rockets, I think, has got, I think that I agree.
Compared to Guys, I'll take Guys any day.
Yeah, because it's free.
I'm sorry, I'm not keeping up with the comments at all.
Yeah. Is Hannah going to be jumping in or?
Yeah. So I'm gonna set you free, Anthony. If you just wait for Hannah to come down. I love seeing everybody here.
Thank you so much. I got to get back. I got to finish up some work for tonight. It's late here.
Hannah's coming. All right, honey, I love you. Have a good night. I'll talk to you and pray with you later.
All right, talk to you later. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
All right, so we're in preparations. So thank you guys for bearing with us. It's always a little bit weird when we are trying. It's not quite the same live stream as when Anthony is right here with me. And I miss him, but thank you for hanging in there and bearing with us. And I know I'm not talking, I'm not pulling up as much of the chat as I would like to. Kathy L says, it depends on the chef. Kevin Brubaker said, NCL buffet was top notch. We were very impressed. I also really want to get back to NCL for their buffet, especially their evening buffet. Their evening buffet, really, oh my goodness. They had the best, like their seafood and their shrimp. They had, it was really, really good. Their offerings. Now the pizza I wasn't as impressed with, but but the all the other offerings that they had, I really loved their variety. And the pizza wasn't terrible on NCL. It was just not quite like Carnival. Carnival is definitely our favorite pizza. So, oh my gosh, you guys are talking a little bit about the vlog. Oh, Kevin said that he had FOMO. At the same time, we were happy we didn't go on that first breakaway cruise. It was, you know what, the hardest struggle was getting on board the breakaway. And then getting to Bermuda was also a struggle. But we did have a really fun time on board. So I'm going to really look forward to showing you guys the video. Even though it's a throwback, I'm going to still show it. You know, I've thought about whether to do it or not. And I'm like, oh, I might as well just pull it up and I'll be able to see lots of friends, lots of cruise community, and lots of people cruising together. So we really enjoyed that together. And there's my Hannah. Hi, sweetie. So we're talking food and drink. So do you have a well, Hannah has been on Ovation of the Seas with Royal, right?
She's in Alaska.
Yes. So she cruised to Alaska. Yeah. I'm just adjusting the camera to kind of pull you in here. Is that okay? So, and then you've been on several carnivals. How many carnival cruises? Do you know how many your count is? So I'm going to get to where everybody's saying hi to Hannah.
Hi, guys.
Oh, Jamie wants to know how your foot is doing.
Oh, it's almost better.
Super much better. We've been walking, still kind of trying to
Gotta get it. It's
strengthen it.
Yeah.
So Hannah broke her toe
my
about
pinky toe on New Year's.
Oh yes,
On New Year's Eve.
about a month and a half
Literally
ago.
an hour before New Year's Day.
She walked into a fireplace. Oh my gosh! But
We walked into a fireplace.
no, okay. She stuffed her toe on the bottom.
Someone was walking into something like that. You just doodle on in.
That would be me. That'd be something I would do. Oh my
You want to get
gosh.
warmer?
No, because I've been looking at my phone and I walked right into it. That would be me. I've been clumsy. I walked into a bench at my work when I was doing my walkies recently. Yeah, smack into it while I was looking down at my phone doing something.
Yeah.
Why you should pay attention when you're walking.
I was
Do it.
going to restart my work again, my normal schedule. But then I got COVID from Dad.
Yeah, so she's been down and out for a while, but now she's
And
getting
COVID affects me bad.
there. Yeah, it was a really rough run. Really
I don't
rough
do
run.
well with it.
So I know that a lot of people
So now
have
I'm
been
coughing
down
again.
for sure. So
So pardon me if I cough.
yeah, if she does, she's not contagious anymore. I don't think I am contagious, so
Everybody.
hopefully not. Oh, everybody's saying hi. Betsy from Beach, please. Hello. Mercy and Brandolyn. Hello. Yes. Thank you for watching the video. If you guys, and there's no pressure if you guys don't want to watch a video that is reminiscent. There's never any pressure for people to watch the video, but it was interesting, all the steps that we had to go through. And you remember,
Well, you were so insistent on getting in on the cruising as soon as it restarted.
Oh yeah,
though.
yes, we were willing
So
to
to
do.
be
I was
fair,
willing to do all kinds
This
of
was
stuff.
what they kind of brought on themselves
But-
because they were like waiting in anticipation for the very day that cruising was restarting.
But let me tell you, that was worse than the first cruise back. This was terrible. The testing they did and the way that they did it, it was very uncaring. And you just had to suck it up. They punctured Anthony's septum on the inside of his nose. They punctured it. So he was bleeding and they didn't care. He said no and they didn't care. So it was like, it was very like you were trapped. If you wanted to get on that cruise, you were very much like trapped. Go through the hoops and you do what you need to do to cruise, or you didn't get on there. In fact, we had one gal in our group that didn't get on board because they asked if there was possibly any exposure, and she was an ER nurse and said, well, you never know. And she got denied boarding and they didn't refund her the cruise fare. It just horrible times. Anyway, thank you for bearing with me with those videos, but it was a good reminder. Hurry up and come on the Jubilee.
Mary Ellen Dillon, I broke
glass.
my toe, but that might be a little old.
I think that we're getting caught up here. That darn fireplace, says Danny D. Oh, she's her mother's daughter. No, I mean, she's much more coordinated than I am. That's for sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so many people are saying with the video that I just put out, I'm so glad I passed on that one. But we did have a great time once we were on board. And I thought it was so weird that they insisted. Yes, they insisted on us going through all the masking and all the testing. We had to do so much testing. And then for the pictures, before you even were on it, they wanted us to, they were like, oh yeah, take your mask off for the picture. But then you have to put it back on to be in the terminal. I was like, what is the sense of all of that? That doesn't even make any sense.
Your mask is on the whole time. Does it really matter if you have an unmasked picture?
I don't know. It's just really, it was very bizarre.
I thought
it
we
was
were talking about food, not COVID.
Oh, we are supposed to talk about food. Let's talk about food. Let's I was just trying to talk about the video I put out too. That was my filler topic, but we got off on that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Going
Self-promotion.
to totally. Yes. June 12th. Oh my gosh. That was a good cruise. That first cruise back out of Nassau. Absolutely. Okay. So we're back to talking about food. We are talking about food. We're kind of transitioning from the testing and the post-pandemic restart cruising. Oh my gosh. Keep the show in line, Hannah. Way to go. Woo! But yeah, so you've done several Carnival cruises, one Royal cruise. Mm-hmm. So your comparison in food quality, what would you say?
I would say, I know a lot of people rate Carnival as the lowest on the food scale. Mm-hmm. And I can see why, but I would argue that you can find good food there. You just have to search harder, and it's not every dish that you would want it to be.
Right. I agree. So, have we eaten at Wonderland? Asked D&G Explorers.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't?
No, she did not. We have not done Wonderland. I have mixed feelings on if I want to do Wonderland or not.
I love experimental food. It's kind of ironic.
Naomi
I'm a very
might
picky
have done
eater.
that by herself.
She did.
Naomi did it.
She went and did it by herself.
She did it by herself because she wanted to so bad.
Yeah,
I think she loved it.
Yeah.
Because it's like that.
It's
different.
super experimental.
It's
gastronomy.
Yeah, yes.
It's the study of food in a science,
and
how
fooling the appearance of it.
How flavor and texture affect you on a scientific and molecular level.
So Destination
Fun. Playing with food on that kind of level.
So do you remember Sherry and Danny from Destination Fun, from Celebration? Hannah was on the non with us. So they said that they loved Wonderland. But what is your favorite food on Carnival, they ask, Hannah?
My favorite food.
Do you like the pizza?
I think the pizza
or the burgers.
Okay, the pizza's really stylized.
I love the pizza.
Sometimes
Oh, salads.
Sometimes I want just like a normal piece of pizza, not
Okay.
that thing.
Okay. Because it's thin
Well,
and
it's not
always
a normal pizza.
that you think
dough.
of pizza. Yeah. So did you eat pizza on Royal?
I don't know. I don't think
They had that long pizza bar with all different kinds of food on Ovation. So we were on Ovation of the
maybe I
Seas.
did.
So
No.
I thought Ovation of the Seas pizza was actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I
Laura
think I
said
did.
Wonderland
I
is
liked
a
it.
blast. Mercy said I didn't care for Wonderland. So it's different. It's weird. The food doesn't look like what it's going to be. So it tries to kind of fool you. I don't think it would be Sarah, my bestie Sarah's cup of tea, but I think I would probably like it. But I'm not sure for the price tag.
It was really pricey. That's
so-
why I didn't do it. It
Well-
was just
Yeah. One thing that we determined after this Symphony of the Seas is that we have decided that we're going to splurge on one specialty dining per cruise and then and try to splurge on that, like one extra expense. And then pretty much keep it to the MDR to see what the MDR offerings are because every night varies for MDR. And I really did like on Ovation. I thought they did a decent job at the MDR at the main dining room. What are your thoughts?
I thought they did a pretty good job.
We have our doggy. Just if you see Hannah going over to the side, our doggy he's not doing so hot. So
feeling a little down.
yeah, so he's an old doggy. So
Almost 16.
yes, this is his 16th, going on the 16th year, 15 and a half. So
Almost 16,
he took a visit to the vet today, and he's really claimed Hannah as his human.
But I'm
And
not the only one who cares.
but
He's
I
both of our puppy.
am definitely involved and want to see him
He wants to hold on. I got
be tended to. He's got a lot of arthritis, and it's hard to see dogs ailing. So, hi, Julie and Brian. Hello. How we cruise. So good to see you here. Okay, you're going to take him out. So he can't, he has bad arthritis. We're talking about our little doggy now. Sorry, getting off topic, but that's where Hannah went off to because she needs to tend to him. Anyway, it's hard to see dogs that are not feeling up to snuff. And he just recently started not really acting like himself. So we think he's having a lot of pain. We know he has arthritis, but he's not moving around. So that is a little concerning. So any prayers that you guys can say for our dog, Sam, we would really appreciate it. So yeah, thank you, Sugar. Thank you. But D&G says, it's like Alice in Wonderland begins by going through a rabbit hole. Food is very interesting in combinations and how they present it. That's a really good, and I think it's very like a magical kind of a place. I think you really have to have a lot of imagination and be able to be very experimental in Wonderland. And Wonderland, if you guys are wondering, it's a venue that is typically on the Oasis class ships or on the Royal Caribbean. Not only Oasis class ships, the Ovation class as well. Some of the Royal Caribbean cruise ships do have that Wonderland. It's really in a different experience. Yeah, Sugar said Rudy Seagrill on Carnival Celebration was excellent, and I agree. Rudy Seagrill on Carnival was really good. The second time we did it was much better, but we had a better server. I don't know why I said it like that. Server. What did you think of Rudy's?
I liked Rudy's Secret Grill.
Yeah,
When I
the
was thinking
second
about what
time.
my favorite food was, it definitely came to mind.
Oh, Rudy
Because
Seagrill did a great
I
job.
really like their lobster mac and cheese, but I've tried other lobster mac and cheese that I haven't liked.
Yeah.
So I know I don't just unconditionally like lobster.
So their
mac and
lobster mac and cheese you really
I
did
really
enjoy.
like.
Which one did you not like
Well, I didn't
recently?
like the one at that one fancy restaurant we went to for
Oh,
in
yes, yes, yes. Yeah, we were at another restaurant and
Local, more local.
Yes. That's right. I was like, you just recently had lobster
It just
mac and
tasted
cheese.
so fishy.
Yes.
But like the
You don't-
bad kind of fishy, like the sandy part of an oyster.
Yeah, you don't want it to taste too fishy, especially if fish tastes repulsive. A lot of people, fish is a strong flavor
And
sometimes.
I don't mind
so,
fish flavor
yes.
because like I like salmon, which a lot of people say is a fishy fish, and I like raw salmon. But
Okay,
like,
yes, you do. You like smoked salmon
I
too.
do.
So
I really like all salmon. I think salmon
for breakfast. Your lox and
You know what's interestingly
capers.
not
Is that
fishy?
it? What you like the best?
Yeah.
Lox and capers with bagels. That's thank you everybody for thinking of our puppy Sam. It's so hard to see them. We just not be themselves. And it's emotional. It's like really emotional for us. Both of us are really and then Anthony not being here, being our backbone is just, we're a mess. Oh, but especially Hannah because she is tending to him and
Tony
everything.
G says
Tony G.
G. Out.
Oh my gosh, it's not on Icon or Utopia of the Seas.
So I wonder if it's not popular or not.
Oh, it is a very unique venue. What we wanted, Jamie's Italian was actually, I felt like I had a really good meal at Jamie's Italian, but some of the other people were not that impressed by Jamie's Italian. A lot of food, but that was not one that you got to try. It was what we tried on Royal just recently. So sorry, I just came to mind of that, but Rudy's Sea Grill.
Rudy was good.
Rudy's is one of our Rudy's, but then the steakhouse. I really like the steakhouse when we go there. Typically, it's consistently very good.
So filling.
It's very filling.
It's so heavy.
I can never get to the dessert.
Ugh.
I always bring the dessert back and I wrap it and put it in the fridge, and I never eat it.
But I have to be in a particular mood to like really want to go to the steakhouse because it's best if you just want to have steak.
Yes, that's true. That is true. But I usually like steak.
I like steak, but there are some times where I'm in a mood where I'm like, steak is it, and sometimes I'm like, I could go for something else. Jamie
said Cagney's Steakhouse on the Breakaway was fabulous. I agree. I really, really loved Cagney's Steakhouse. So someday you'll get on a Norwegian cruise. I have no doubt, Hannah.
I don't doubt it.
Ooh, if you like mac and cheese, you'd like the Aquadome Market on Icon Mac and Cheese Bar.
Ooh.
Wow.
That sounds like my type of thing.
I like the combo with smoked salmon for breakfast too, says Derek and Gregory.
You know what's interestingly not fishy? That's fish related. Roe.
Yeah.
Roe is tasty.
Isn't that fish eggs? That roe is fish eggs, huh? Do they pop in your mouth?
Yeah, kind of. They're really
Are they like
salty.
bubbly?
They're very salty and full of like.
What
the umami
does not have a very good texture? Both mussels and oysters. They don't have the texture.
I hate. They taste like booger. Or they
feel
like
snot. They do. They're so slimy.
And
They're
they don't
so
even
slimy.
taste that good. Like if it tasted amazing, I might consider it worth it for the texture. But it doesn't even taste that good. It's like kind of watery and like not the greatest.
We're back to so Kathy L was asking what happened to the puppy. He's just old and kind of we're wondering if it's his arthritis, Kathy. But
we're not sure if he fell when we weren't around, but he suddenly won't do stairs or move around.
He won't walk very much at all, which is
and when
concerning.
He does walk, he has a limp.
And he's withdrawn, like he is really sleepy.
So now he's on gabapentin.
which is a pain
One
medication.
of the side effects is being kind of weak.
Uncoordinated.
It's ataxia, so he kind of has a little bit of shakes and some weakness side to side. So he doesn't look too great right now because it's his first day of medication. He literally went to the vet this morning.
Yeah.
So it's his first day on this pain medication, but hopefully he did sleep a lot today, so hopefully it's good for him.
Yeah, I think that the sleep is good. And he's an old boy. He's an old boy. So, all right. Mr. Z said, we were really disappointed with the Italian restaurant on Panorama. Oh, that's not common. So that's a carnival. So that's Cucina. We've had hit or misses on Cucina.
Food is normally pretty good, but
we had horrible service.
Wait times.
Yeah, but I think that was a one-off because I don't know
though.
No, because the last time when we've gone recently, we've had a lot better, even with a big group. So I think that for our Thanksgiving cruise, it was a long
3
time.
hour.
Ooh, I do have to say, Royals, it was like a 3-hour dinner. It was crazy, crazy long. It got so long that we brought out the cards and we were just playing cards because we were like, and then we decided that we were just going to get up. And then as soon as you decide that you are going to get up and you don't need dessert, then they have it, and oh my gosh. I do have to say Royal rocked it for the boy, this camera is kind of fluctuating. The Royal rocked it as far as the timeliness of getting us through dinner. They were very efficient with serving us dinner. We didn't do any specialty dining with Royal with our family to Alaska. We only did MDR. We did no specialty.
That MDR didn't feel like an MDR.
No, the MDR on Ovation was not a typical Royal Caribbean MDR, which was sad because
it had like a farmhand feel.
It was
like
interesting.
There were pictures of farms.
I felt like we were in the most odd MDR too on Royal. They had fancier ones. So on Ovation they have 4 different MDRs. They all just have different themes. But the food is supposedly the same.
Ours was like American fast food.
It was like an American icon.
Old school, decor. Like 1950s.
It was
fast food, like the dawn of fast food. It was just bizarre.
Laura said, La Petite Chef on Celebrity is a must do at least once. That looks like so much fun. I would love to do that someday. Yummy food and fun entertainment. Oh my word. I've seen it and I want to experience it. So for sure, La Petite Chef looks
and I cannot
really, really,
stop
really
thinking
nice.
About that one clam chowder I got at Margaritaville on our mother-daughter.
You got corn chowder.
Corn chowder.
It was corn chowder at Margaritaville in Grand Turk. So that's a whole other topic. That's another topic of favorite foods that we've had at ports and not just on the ships. All right. Holy moly, we're running out of time. So that's a different topic. And drinks, we haven't even
so bad.
We can talk food almost every live stream. If we ever run out of content, we're going to talk food.
Time. I always thought cucumber sandwiches sounded really dumb. Until I had one at tea time, and I discovered how amazingly delicious it was.
Well, have you guys done tea time? I'm so happy tea time is back, and it is back in full swing. So something that you got to have aspirations for the next cruise. So you got some cruise coming up. It was my
aspiration for the last cruise, and I didn't get to do it.
That's right. Well, okay. Well, I don't know. You can't do it all. You gotta just next time. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So Howie Cruz says, not a fan of the separate dining rooms in Quantum class ships either. And that's what Ovation is. But on all the other Royal Caribbean ships, their dining rooms and Symphony has that. Their main dining rooms are really like gorgeous. I feel like they're very elite and make you feel elegant. They make you feel fancy when you walk for Royal, typically. For other Royal
Not my
Caribbean ones.
experience.
So, anyway, it was Adventure of the Sea, classic dining room. And I see that we're out of time already. I hate that. Cruising is about good food, says Sugar. I am sorry that I wasn't able to interact with you guys as much, and we squirrel a lot, but that's a typical. But Hannah, it's great to have you again on the show. Thank you for coming tonight and helping me with it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We really appreciate you all coming and chatting. We can always talk about more food. And we can, we really feel your love and really appreciate your support. And thank you so much. Safe travels.
God bless.
Take care, you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks so much for following along. Safe travels.
God bless.
Take care now.